Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel MV's Code Guide. In today's video, we are going to learn how to reverse a string. This is an important concept that is discussed in each and every language that we study. Reversing a string is there and is discussed in almost every language that we study. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you three different ways that we can use to solve this particular problem. Let's start and see how we can solve this. So before jumping into the solution, we need to understand what is the problem. It is always a good practice to understand the problem completely and then try to solve it. Here the problem is, given an input string, we need to reverse that string and show the final result. Okay, suppose we have an input MV's code guide. So this is a string and we need to reverse this string and show the output as this. This is whole reverse of the string. Whole of the content is reversed and the result is going to be like this. So now let us start solving it. So the first way by which we can solve this problem is by using slice operator. When we discussed slice operator in strings and in list, I discussed that slice operator can be used to reverse the items present in the particular object. So let us try to use slice operator to solve this particular problem. I'm gonna be using edit plus for writing the code. You can use any IDE of your own choice. Let us take the input from user. So taking the input from the user requires input function, and I'll be writing a message for the user, an informative message for the user, so that user gets an idea what to enter. Enter a string to reverse. Okay, so this is the input function and the message inside the input function is enter a string to reverse. I'm gonna be saving this input inside an object named string data. Okay, string data is the name of the object that I'm gonna be using here for this purpose. Now I need to reverse data, so I'll be writing hash first way, that is using slice operator. So hash is going to be hash is used for commenting a line. So this line is just for the understanding purpose. This is not going to run at runtime at all. This is for the comment purpose, and in Python we use hash symbol for commenting a line. Now we are going to use slice operator for our result. So I'm going to be writing result equals to string data, and for slice operator we use these two square brackets, open and close square brackets. Inside the square brackets we are going to use this as a slice operator, and by default this beginning value is 0, by default this end value is length of the string, and by default the step value is -1. Here we are not going to write anything in the beginning part. We are not going to write anything inside the end part. We are going to use the default values as it is, but we are going to change the default value of step and we are going to write our own step value, that is -1. So this is going to be the game changer for us, because slice operator, inside the slice operator if we use the step value as -1, that is going to help us reverse the whole of the content, and we are going to save that inside the result object. So I'll be writing print you entered. Okay, so that we get an informative output also. So you entered string data. Okay, this is the string data, and I'll be writing print reversed string using slice operator is result. Okay, so this is the first way of reversing. So I'll be writing result 1, and here also I'll be writing result 1. This is the final output. So let us run this. I need to enter a string to reverse. Let me enter MV's code guide. So the output is you entered MV's code guide, and reversed string using slice operator is kind of this that we actually needed, and this problem is solved by using our first way, that is slice operator. Now let us jump into the second way. Second way is by using reversed function. So reversed function can help us to reverse the input string. So let us use it. Now let me print a line first of all so that I can separate everything. Okay, I can separate the above output from the next thing that we are going to use. That is why I'm using this line. So second way is using reversed function. Okay, you need to understand this completely. So before using reversed function, I want to tell you something about reversed class. Suppose you have a string. I'm going to take the hard coded value to explain reversed function first of all. So this is my hard coded value Python as a string I'm inputting inside the S object. Now if you check the type of S, it is a string, that is class str. Okay, if I am going to reverse this S object and save it into a result will be this, and a reversed function, and inside this reverse function I'm going to put this string. Okay, now let us check the type of result first of all. Type of result is class reversed. Okay, so most of you guys might not be familiar with this class, and if I try to print a result as it is, this is a weird output. This is not a very understandable output and not our expected output. We were expecting a reversed string or characters maybe, but we are not getting something like that. So in order to get our required output from this reversed object, so this is of type reversed, so in order to get our required output we need to use a loop or join method. So we can use two methods to solve the purpose. First is we can use a loop, and by loop I mean for x in result, suppose, or I will be writing for character in result print character. Okay, and we know that print function has an end attribute, and by default the value of end attribute is \n. So I'm going to be changing that default value to empty string because I don't want each and every character to come in the new line. I want all the characters to come in the same line. That is why I am changing the value of end attribute over here. Now let me run it. I am getting the required output as reversed of the input string, that is Python. So this is solving the purpose. But if I print the result, that is the reversed object as it is, I am not going to have my required output. So I need to use a loop or join method to solve the purpose. So let me get back to the problem I was doing. So using the reverse function, here I have the string in the form of string data. Okay, and the result one is by using the slice operator. Now I need to use result number 2. Result number 2 is going to be reversed of string data. Okay, string data is the actual string, and I'm going to use reversed function to reverse this string, and this result 2 will be a reversed object. So result 2 will be something like class reversed. Okay, so I'm going to write like this. Type of result 2 is of class reverse. So I cannot print this result 2 as it is because it will give me a weird output, and I want a reversed string right now, so this won't solve the purpose. So I need to use a loop. Before using loop, I will write a message. The message will be reversed string using reversed function is. Now I am going to remove this. Okay, so I am writing for ch in result to print ch comma and equals to empty string, so that the result comes in one line only. Okay, let me save it and let me run it. Enter a string to reverse MV's code guide. Okay, now observe the output. You entered MV's code guide. Reversed string using slice operator is this, that is the required output. Now reverse string using reversed function is this, that is the required output, and it is same like this only. Okay. The other way that you can use for printing this reversed object is, now let me clear this, or I will write new string. Okay, new string I'm writing. I'll be using an empty string dot join method. So dot join method is a special method that we can use to join the items of some sequence objects, be it a list, be it a tuple, be it another string, be it the reversed object. Okay, any of the sequence objects we can use inside the join function, and that is going to join all the items present in that sequence object using some separator that we specify here. So I am specifying here an empty string, so this is going to join all the items as it is without using any separator. So I'm gonna write here result 2. Okay, if you don't know anything about join method, you can watch the video I have uploaded on my channel, that is methods of string. I'll put a link in the description box separately for this video. Okay, so join method is going to join the items of result 2 without using any separator, because I have specified here an empty string. If I don't use this, this will be a syntax error, because the actual join method is a method of string type from the string class. So we need to use this empty string, and empty string dot join, and inside the join method I'm gonna pass this reversed object. Okay, now if I print this, so I'm gonna cut this from here and I'm gonna put this here, comma, new string. Okay, now let me save this and let me run this. MV's code guide. Okay, now again we are going to have our required output by using what? Join method. So either way you can get your required output by using for loop or by using this join method. The way is by using a reversed function, and you can utilize this reversed object by two methods, that is for loop and join method. Okay, the previous two ways were Python specific ways to reverse a string. Okay, so these two ways that I have already discussed might not work in other languages as well, but now the way or the method that I'm going to use to solve this particular problem, that is reversing a string, is a standard method that you can apply in other languages also. The syntax will be different, but the way is similar, that is the standard method using while loop. Okay, by using while loop in any language you can actually reverse a string. Now let us try this in Python. I'm gonna put a line again to separate the above two outputs, and now try the third way. Third way is using while loop. Okay, now the input is inside the string data. So let me take a variable a result number 3 and initialize it with an empty string. Okay, now let me take a variable I for the loop purpose. Let me put the value inside it as length of string data minus 1. Length of string data minus 1, because the indexing inside Python starts from 0. That is why I am using this minus 1. Now let me use this while loop. While I is greater than or equal to 0, what I'm gonna use is result number 3 is equal to result number 3 plus string data, and inside the string data I'm gonna use this index I. Okay, and I'm gonna decrement the variable I by 1, and now I'm gonna print the result. Copy paste. So Reverse string using while loop is result number 3. Let me check it. First of all, MV's code guide. Okay. Again, I am going to get the required output. So these are the particular 3 ways by which we can reverse a string. First is using slice operator. I am getting an output. Using reversed function, I am getting the same output. And using while loop, I am getting the same output. What am I actually doing by this while loop is, firstly I am initializing this I variable with the last index. How can I get the last index? By subtracting 1 from the length of string, I can get the last index of my string, because indexing in Python starts from 0 and we can get the value of last index by this formula, length of string data minus 1. So I am initializing this I variable with the last index. I want to traverse from the last index to the first index, that is in the backward direction, because we need a reversed string. So I want to traverse my string from the last index towards the first index in the backward direction. That is why I am initializing I variable with the last index, and I will be traversing towards the backward end. So what I'm doing is, here I'm filling this result3 variable with the string data, but from the backward direction. Starting from the backward direction, that is the last index, I will be filling this result3 and decrementing it every time, decrementing the I variable every time the loop runs, so that the I moves towards the backward direction and fill the data in the reverse order in result3. Now let us see the indexing in our sample input to understand this concept a little better. If I input a string MV's code guide, so this is my input in this case, and I need to reverse the string. So indexing in this string would be starting from 0 till 14. So the total length of the string is 15 and the last index, as you can see, is 14. How can I get a last index? The formula is length of the string minus 1. Length of the string in this case is 15 and 15 minus 1 is 14. That is the last index. So I used I variable and filled it with 14 first of all. Then I started a loop so that I can traverse this whole string from 14 towards 0, that is in the backward direction. I have started this loop from string index 14 so that I can get this last character, that is E, and each time the loop is running I am decrementing the value of E so that the value of index decrements and moves towards the backward direction up till 0. Okay, each time the loop will run, I will fill the result value with a character and then move towards the next, and that is towards the decremented index. So this is how I can get the result using while loop. As you can see, I have actually got the result by all 3 methods. All 3 ways are really very easy to use, and you can use any one of them as per your own choice. So this is the end of today's video. If you're having fun learning with me, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel MV's Code Guide. Please keep learning and keep supporting. Thank you.